20-Sided Stories is a non-profit parody podcast, and any reference or resemblance to existing persons or media, pirate or otherwise, was plundered in fair use. The bulk of this audio voyage into the public domain was recorded live by improvisers, was intended to be heard in episode order, and is probably not appropriate for children. Transcripts, content warnings, and all sorts of other links are in the episode description. We're very excited to have you aboard.
Avast ye scurvy dogs! Welcome to 20-Sided Stories!
Next up on your dossier, you're gonna head to Nouveau. You're very familiar with Nouveau, aren't you, Horatio?
Ah, yes.
Oh, how delightfully vague of you. All right, moving on. Once you've quietly left the gala, out in the Nouvian Rivers, you will find many, immigrant, frog farms. And they're not farming frogs, they are frogs who farm. And as you know about these amphibians, they are from the public domain.
From the public domain, you say?
Ah, yes. A land you're quite familiar with, aren't you, Shoebill?
Familiar might be a little bit of a stretch, but...
Speak when spoken to. There are many farms you could stop by, but I would take a look at Shoebill. We don't have any names, these amphibians are all undocumented, but we've heard a lot of complaints from one family in particular over the years, apparently, and something about overfishing. I don't know. I'd probably put them under audit soon, but keep a lookout for any scammers or sales frogs. Perhaps a young one who anchored themselves here as a wee tadpole, dreaming of bigger things. You know the story.
All right, we'll catch the frog in a little jar and we'll make her feel right at home, won't we?
Very good. Very good.
Aye.
Because even if you do make it across the 7th sea, you're gonna need guidance. The kind only found from within.
Holds all the riches of the water. Yo, ho to the almighty dollar. The fish and the riverbeds be getting ever smaller, but I refuse to live in the fields red squalor. Yo, ho to the almighty dollar. The 7th sea is royalty free. Away with your tyranny and end to your reign. Though try as you might, you can't constrain the pirates of the public domain.
The voyage for the public domain has finally begun. Captain Horatio and First Mate Michmerhuizen, after receiving a secret invitation from the government, have turned the Gala upside down, escaping with the genesis of a trusting crew. Prince Ronald has abandoned his life for royalty in a dramatic fashion to now serve them as financier. Meanwhile, influencer Valora has taken the opportunity to be among the first to blog about what's beyond the mythical 7th sea. The four are now joined in a rickety rowboat, journeying southeast of Gandala and towards Nouveau, where the temperate coast narrow into marshy distributaries, a land where great mountainous glaciers melt into millions of veiny rivers, creating the highest export of fish, crustaceans, and fresh water in all the private isles. Though the small amphibious farms on the outskirts of the capital seldom see such wealth, excessive dumping and fishing have turned this once wonderful riparian zone into a sad, sad swamp, subtly reeking at the isle's waste. This is episode 2, Rivers of Nouveau.
I say, Captain.
Yes?
You said we were going to Nouveau.
We are here.
This is not Nouveau.
Yes, definitely
What?
not.
I've spent most of my life in Nouveau, and this is not it.
I'm afraid it is Nouveau. These are the Nouveauian bogs. Take a good look and breathe the bog air, for this was the sort of environment that I was bred and buttered in my youth. Many is the summer afternoon I spent, scantily clad as a young babe, mucking around in the filth and the bilge water of this sort of environment.
I quite literally do not know what you're saying. And honestly, this isn't for me. I think, can we turn the boat around? I think I changed my mind.
Well, let me tell you the moral of my story, Valora, is that I managed to pick myself up by my bootstraps out of the squalor and to bring myself into the position that you see me now.
The captain of a rowboat?
Valora, who is your hero amongst the other journalists and publicists of which you compete with?
I am my own hero.
That's a winner's answer. And that's why I had a good instinct about you and your ability to join us. What if I told you that your ambitions in the world of publicity and of the written letter ought to be an order of magnitude grander than whatever they were when I picked you up at that Glengarland Gala?
I fancy that much.
Then I can tell you, and you, Ronald.
Yes, do me next.
Ronald, the first thing we're going to have to handle is the subtext of what you say. I think that there's some kind of subliminal force at work here, but I won't dwell on it.
What do you mean?
I won't dwell on it. Ronald, what if I told you that you could not only come to be a peer of those stuffed shirts and starched collars which we all dined with, and actually came to dominate them?
That's where
Do
I
this with
should
your fists,
be.
what I'm doing. Do that with your fist. Do it. See how it feels.
I want to do it too.
Do it too. Do it too. We have the power for the first time in human history.
We have the power for the first time in human history.
We have the power in the first time in human history.
To crush our foes.
Crush our foes.
To crush our foes.
Crush our foes. Crush
Crush
our
our
foes.
foes.
Every time we crush our foes.
Crush our foes, crush our foes, every time we crush our foes.
Damn it, Ronald.
Captain Horatio,
Yeah.
maybe thinking that these weren't the finest fish picked out from the pond.
No, they are the finest fish, and I'll tell you why. Because in the world of the public domain, which is where we are headed, where there is no ceiling, where there is no limit, where there is no ratio which we have to get met, where we can make our own rules, the public domain is where these people will flourish in a way that they were unable to flourish in the stifling and troublesome soil in which they were originally planted. I believe that in these humblest of human beings, there is a deeper and more driven core that will allow them not just to succeed in the public domain.
But to go there and conquer it and I'll be king.
Well,
Yes, thank you.
let's be honest. There's room for multiple kings. There's room for a lot of stuff.
We'll see.
Ooh, so I could be a king.
Everybody can be a king in the public domain.
But I would like to be king of the kings.
We'll work
I
on
would
that,
like to be
Ronald.
the queen of the
Ronald,
kings of the
Ronald,
kings.
The only limit is your own imagination.
Oh, goodness. I could be like a king of a king of a king.
Good Lord.
You see what I'm saying now,
Thank you,
First
that's-
Mate McMuffin? You
That is
see
a
what I'm saying about
Great way
these?
to address me.
Well, a lord is technically below a king.
Yeah, well, you're on your way.
Well, I very much enjoy this talk, but can either of you pedal faster? It still smells like garbage over here.
She raises a decent point. This is not
This
the
is
highlight
not
of
the
the
place
trip.
to be talking
This
casually.
isn't
All
the
right,
highlight
hold
of
on,
the
hold
trip.
on, hold on. If you don't mind me, Captain. Pop quiz.
Oh,
Valora. Ronald.
Prince,
What?
oh boy.
I'll not let you talk down to me again like that. I am Prince.
And what are you going to do with that little sword?
I'm going to kill him.
Sure you are, of course.
I have killed people before.
doubt you've killed anyone before.
Ronald. How about don't just limit yourself to Prince. Think of yourself as an admiral.
Admirable?
Admiral.
I heard admirable.
Admiral is the
Of just this one ship.
well, it could be when he well that
Not-
the ship
not
is in your
quite
mind.
a ship yet.
I
We have to
say-
get
The ship is in your mind, Ronald.
We could do better than this ship.
All right,
could
okay,
buy us a
okay,
better
then
Probably do better than
assuming we are on a ship. We're on a dinghy. It's a little boat, but we'll eventually get a ship. All right, we have a plan. Don't worry. Which way is port, and which way is starboard?
Port is my left, where I do a little L on my hand, and starboard is right, Well, I do an L, but it's backwards on my hand.
That's genius! That's genius! Do that again! Do it again!
Port is...
No, hold on. Let me get in line with you. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, now do it.
Port is left, where you make an L with your left hand, and it's the shape of an L. And then starboard is right, the shape of an L, but backwards.
Wow.
You see, McMuffin, perfect for the job.
And now you've got 2 finger guns.
Well, it doesn't quite work for me because of me feathered arms, but I like it. I like it.
Pew, 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 pew.
Here's a gold coin.
Oh, thanks. I'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, round 2. Lord Ronald.
Prince, you're almost dead.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Who is Jesus?
You don't know about Jesus?
I haven't
He might
heard
have been a
about this.
businessman.
Yes, he's a very, very well-established trader in the spice markets of the South. People revere him for his great word.
I'll take your word for it. He's some sort of trader, not anything special.
Well, his whole scheme is that he gives it out for free.
Ah, that's terrible.
The name your price decree. It's a good business model, you see, because he gives it out for free. Everybody just enjoys the value of the spices inherently, and they give Jesus money back in exchange.
Oh, he's doing some sort of subliminal advertising of some sort?
Well, the transaction is much more consensual, so to speak.
Tell me more about this Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
once again, we're talking in circles and circles, and at one
Listen,
point
all
I
right. Pop quiz.
Oh.
Last question. Okay. What is the front, Ronald? And what is the back?
That's it!
Batten down the hatches!
Batten down the hatchet!
And as Ronald goes and lifts his foil, he upsets the balance of the rowboat. It is suddenly tossing back and forth.
Sit down. What do you do?
I am not just...
You need to sit down now. Sit down.
No, not when you disrespect
Get the
me.
title later. You don't get the title later.
The whole rowboat capsizes into the bog. Everybody spend challenge no minimum for their recovery. I will be spending ability 3.
I'll be spending ability 3 as well.
I'll be spending, a scuttled 1.
Oh no! Okay, so first mate McMuffin and Prince Ronald and David, what'd you spend?
A 2.
Oh shit. Okay, Shoebill and Ronald come out to the surface of the water and grab a hold of a tree.
With what?
I'm hugging it with me with big wings. Ronald is holding on as well. We're not doing very hot. And we see that Horatio is getting pulled by a current.
Not today, mes amis. I will save you all.
And suddenly, this green figure leaps out from the water.
Why, it can skip further than me.
Oh my lord, what is that thing?
Do not worry. I will not let you drown. Oh, come here. Oh. Much heavier
Challenge
than you.
minimum 1 to lift a human body.
That is 4.
Great. This frog is able to pull the great weight of Captain Horatio up onto.
Sacre bleu, what have you been eating?
It's in my mouth.
Horatio is dragged onto the soft, grassy soil, joining Shoebill and Ronald.
All right, we all here. Oh shit! We forgot one.
Lady Valora!
I shall rescue your damsel in distress. Not to fear, madame.
But how could you swim in these waters? They're so murky and disgusting.
Don't question it. Just let him rule it.
Wait a minute. Ah yes, go ahead.
No, don't wait a minute, go!
And because you have an advantage, no minimum.
3.
Great. It's not perfect, but
Breathe. You must breathe, madame. Come on. Spit it out. Spit it out.
Oh my god! Is that a frog?
We'll be right back after these messages.
Greetings, all you commoners out there. It is I, your Prince Ronald Angevin. And I would like to take a moment to thank some of the donors who have helped me with this new adventure that I am embarking on. I would like to specifically thank Keita, Taylor Snyder, Cameron Hagar, Fiaj, also Vizgard, probably a Beyond Landian, Jabbles Raz, Sinus Omega, GM John, Cole Razit, John Realman, just like I am a real min, most real min you've probably ever heard of. I would like to also tell you that you have the opportunity, nay, the privilege, to be one of the donors as well. You could do so for only 3 doubloons a month, or 32 doubloons a year. And then you will get to attend all my parties and view the most private collections that I have in my rooms and whatnot. And here, just to tantalize your taste buds, is a clip.
Horatio Hephaestus Bombastus Von Godefastensen.
Von Godefastensen?
Well, fun. Can you spell that?
Yeah, what was the end of that?
HORATIOHASTUS BOMBASTUS VONGOUGHDERFASNSEN. The name that all pirates fear to speak aloud.
Wait, say it one more time?
So that's HOR.
No, don't spell it. Just say the full name.
Just say it.
It's not a spelling bee.
ATIOHEPH. What?
Just
DRFASENSEN.
Is that it?
The name that all pirates fear to speak.
MD. So I gotta ask, thank you for presenting with a voice. Okay, so from Nouveau then.
Ah, yes. I can quote the Nouveau national anthem. I can spell it for you if you want.
We'll
Sorry, go ahead.
We'll save that for a different episode.
Wasn't that wonderful? I bet you wish you could listen to the whole thing. You can only get it if you donate. And you can do so by going to patreon.com/20sided stories. That is patreon.com/20sided stories. Now, be off with you!
I spit out this whole frog?
I say, I have never seen such gallantry in someone of your stature before. What is your name?
Me? Oh, I am Mademoiselle Sabine de Zefrain de Grenouille, and I fish here.
I shall knight you, Sir Sabine of Galdala.
That's enough, Ronald. That's enough,
I
Ronald.
don't think that's how that works.
Shut up.
Mademoiselle Sabine, my dear amphibian Nouveauian, you have our undying gratitude for rescuing us from these filthy bog waters. And now, if you excuse us, we're going to take our leave to continue our adventure
Wait,
into parts
Captain.
unknown. What?
Sabine. Where ye be from?
I am from Poubelle, the town closest
No.
by.
Where ye be from?
Where are you from?
The north, in a matter of speaking, but in another.
I am from the public domain.
Say.
You see, Captain, she be one of the immigrant frogs from beyond the seventh sea.
You be saying that like it's a bad thing.
Do you have a problem with this?
No, that's not. Hold on, quick
You
huddle.
saved our lives.
Quick huddle,
McMuffin.
quick huddle.
Torres, throw you back in the boat.
This isn't the most grateful I've ever seen you in my life.
Captain,
What?
we can't just leave the frog.
Yes, you're right. As I was saying, my dear amphibian Nouveauian, me and my pirate crew here were about to set out on a...
Pirates?
Well, let me finish. Me and my pirate crew here were about to set out on a
Wait, we
swash...
are pirates?
Ronald!
Prince Ronald?
Prince Ronald!
All right.
You are a prince of pirates?
We were about to set out on a swashbuckling adventure of untold wealth and majesty that will probably go down in the history books, out into the public domain,
Yes,
with
fame.
naught but our wits and the winds at our backs.
You are returning to the public domain.
That's correct.
Aye,
And we
this
thank
be
you
true.
for
In
your...
this boat?
Yeah,
No. This is temporary.
Yeah, we're between boats right now. We're financing a new boat.
You know you must have a boat to
Yes,
get
we're
there,
going
yes?
to get
You're going to get one
We know what
eventually,
we're doing.
okay?
We're going to get a boat. Anyway,
Nobody
thank you for your help, and now we're going to be going.
Wait, no.
What?
Is this your whole crew?
Well, it's not as full of a crew as we would like, but hopefully we can recruit some people in town.
There be more jobs and titles that we will recruit, but that is a mission.
Excuse me, Haddle.
A voyage for the
Prince Ronald.
the Pirate Bay. Yes, Ronald.
Yes, Haddle over
Okay,
here.
Huddle.
Thank
Give
you.
us a
Wait,
minute.
can I be in the huddle?
Yes, you can. You
All
can.
right, come on now. What?
This is my new knight, Sir Sabine. I would like her to come with me.
Okay, we're working on it.
Okay, that's great. Let's do this.
Very well.
Waste of huddle.
I do have a question. Is there some way to check that she had her shots, maybe?
I have knighted her. If she was not good enough to be a knight, my sword would have melted.
You see, Valora? You
My
see,
friend
that's...
Ashlyn was in contact with a frog once, and the frog gave her a kiss, but she got warts all over her mouth.
Stop being so racist.
That was called... That was...
Racist, it happened.
Your friend had herpes. We're going to get on with it. Thank you so much, Sabine. Now we're going to be leaving. Thank you for your help.
Wait.
What?
Well, you know, I saved your lives, and I could have let you drown in the boat.
What would you like in return?
Well, I don't know. Maybe perhaps you could buy me a drink at the nearby bar, and we could talk about your upcoming voyage and the roles that you need to fill.
I say we go treat our new friend to some refreshments as long as she shows us to the nearest tavern. But we need the tavern of the illest repute, where only the most incredulous scallywags fester.
And preferably one that doesn't smell.
Sound good?
Where?
If you don't mind, Sir Knight Sabine, I'd like to scout ahead. Do you have a heading?
East.
Aye.
And big-ass bird Shoebill McMuffin flaps his big-ass wings and flies off to scout. And once out of sight, you hear the river ripple.
Sabine, get away from them! Get away from them! Sabine, come here! Come here!
What are you doing here?
I was looking for you. You shut off on your responsibilities. You did not milk the bats. You did not hurdle the newts.
You can milk bats?
Where have you been?
I was fishing,
You
Papa.
can milk anything with nipples.
This is true.
Get back from those pigs.
Papa, I want to go with them.
You want to go with them, and not stay with me. You are all I have.
They're going on a great voyage to the public domain.
No. Oh, no. We are never to step back in this
Sabine, are you going to let him talk to you that way?
This is my papa.
Sabine, are you going to let this man whisper into your ears like the devil?
No. That's not a fair
This
accusation.
man has not whispered once since I met him.
Look at this man. Look at his beard. Look at the
He
way
is
he
very
stands.
loud.
Sabine, how old are you?
Papa, how old am I?
Oh, Jesus.
If I could, excuse me, sir.
Who are you?
He is a prince.
He's the Prince of Pirates.
Yes, this is all true.
You are speaking to pirates. We must get home now.
Excuse me, sir. What is your name?
I am Reginald.
Reginald.
Yes.
Reginald de Grenouille.
Reginald. Yes.
Reginald Zephyrin de Grenouille.
That is très magnifique. I would like to inform you that your daughter is now a knight.
This is true, Papa.
You've been knighted by pirates.
She is a high-ranking warrior that deserves respect.
Both Captain Horatio and King Prince Lord Reginald Ronald.
Admiral. So
Admiral Ronald. Both of you are going to roll for reputation.
I mean, I got a 6.
Nice, Gaddled.
Ooh. Captain Horatio has great reputation. Prince Ronald, on the other hand, not so much.
You know me, I'm in Nouveau all the time.
As a matter of fact, Reginald can start to recognize Prince Ronald.
I recognize you, you disgusting pig.
Disgust.
Papa, who is he?
You and darlings, all in the bed with the Nouveau City Council. You've all let the fisheries operate with no limits, and now the rivers are running dry. My small business is struggling, and I have to resort to cheap tricks because of your greed.
The stillness in the air. He speaks the truth.
cannot even buy fishing poles. We have to shoot the fish with guns.
I want my daughters to stay away from you.
My dear fella, hold a minute.
You are too handsome to be trusted.
Shucks.
I want you to stay away from my daughter.
Am I to understand by your garb that you're a religious devotee?
Yes, me and my daughters, we both celebrate and worship the Great One.
I love spiritualism.
Very good.
Have you ever heard of a tradition called Rumspringa?
No, I have not heard this Rumspringa.
It's a vital part of every young person who's a devotee of the Almighty to take a strategic leave of their enclave, to experience the wider world, and then to return with what they've learned to enrich the community.
Papa, the Great One himself told me he needed me to return to the public domain. It is my destiny. I cannot defy the will of the Great One.
But this is not what you wanted. I thought you wanted what your mother wanted. What we wanted.
The wants of humans are immaterial in terms of the wants of the Lord, my friend.
Well, I am a frog, so...
We look into the sky and you hear the sound of, again, what sounds like a gun a little bit. Kind of alarming at first, but then, of course, Captain Horatio recognizes it as the beak call of First Mate McMuffin, clamping down very rapidly.
He's doing that gun thing with his mouth. We gotta go.
Great traitor Jesus Christ.
And Shoebill swoops down and joins the group.
Aye, what the Nouvian amphibian says be true. The city be about 5 leagues out and... Oh, 2 frogs.
An awkward pause, as Reginald does not take kindly to birds. As a matter of fact, birds may be what killed your wife.
Papa, do not do anything rash.
Aye, who is this and why he be looking at me like that?
Who is
This
this?
is mon père. He does not want me to go on this voyage, but it is in my heart. I know I must do it. Papa, you must let go of the past.
You're breaking my heart, Sabine.
This is just like a daytime drama I watched once.
I love it.
And to go away with this pirate king Filson, this beady-eyed beaked freak?
I'm just a prince right now. Thank you.
No. Mindset. King. Admiral.
This
Prince.
small-minded...
Captain Horatio,
Aye.
if you don't row this boat in the next 5 seconds, I'll be eating this frog, and its whole body will fit in me mouth.
McMuffin, please. McMuffin.
Yeah.
Why? Exactly.
Look at how he's eyeing me. He's got his hand on his gun right
Okay,
there.
so if I was the president and I was eyeing you badly, you would eat me?
I consider it, yeah.
Papa, I do not want to lose you too. Please.
Sabine, I understand why you listen to this man, whatever he says. I find him very engaging as well, but he is not to be trusted at all.
My good frog, we're not limited by the bands of the law. You
Can
understand?
I suggest a huddle?
Okay.
You are limited by under
Captain,
the eyes of the
Who's in the
God.
huddle? Wait. Who's in the huddle?
At least just you.
Me just in a huddle by myself? That's my whole life. Thanks.
With me.
Oh, okay.
Listen.
What?
I have an inkling that this frog might be attracted to you. So maybe you could try to seduce him into letting her come.
All right,
Yeah.
unbutton my
Yes, there we go.
Excuse
you
me,
help
I
me?
know that...
Brush your hair a little bit.
Excuse me, you two. I know that legally I'm not allowed to, but now that I'm
Hold on.
I'm a pirate king, so I'm going to do things my own way.
Okay.
You should do this, frog.
Do him.
Excusez-moi, I could not help but overhear that you are going
No,
to...
it's a huddle. It's a huddle.
And everybody looks over to see the frog and the bird are fighting in the water.
The ends is coming soon and I will blow your bird brains out of your
Aye, with a bountiful 6.
I am holding him down, Captain Horatio, as
I
best
was
as I
gonna
can.
let him give me a hand job. Why are you doing this?
I will keep back me urges. I will keep it back. Captain Horatio, I suggest we be getting out of here.
Sabine, we have to leave. I'm sorry.
Get in the boat.
Papa!
Where'd you get that gun that's the size of my face?
This was the only thing my mother left me. Papa, I know you do not want me to leave, but please do not fight this bird. If I lose you too, I will have Nothing.
That bird will fucking kill you, I'm not gonna lie.
absolutely wreck your shit.
He'll fucking kill you.
I will return, and I will bring with me all of our family that we had to leave behind. I will bring them here, and we will be able to go back and forth between the private isles and the public domain, and there will be no borders, and the frog folk can flourish.
The frog folk will flourish!
Yes! Papa, it is what the Great One wants. Please, Papa.
It's true that it's what I want.
Papa Frog, Reginald, he stares. There's a fleeting moment of hope. But unfortunately, he doesn't budge. He's emotional. Tears are running down his face. The boat is set up and ready to go, and First Mate McMuffin is holding him down.
If you leave us as men, you do not come back home.
Then I guess this is au revoir.
I'll meet you at the bar, Captain.
Sabine!
Au revoir, Papa.
Sabine!
Not à bientôt.
Sabine!
And our little rowboat with Sabine aboard floats away down the ever-changing rivers of Nouveau.
Thank you for listening to 20-Sided Stories. Captain Horatio was played by David Michmerhuizen. Prince Ronald was played by Greg Reasoner. Valora was played by Jessica Dahlgren. Sabine was played by Emily Ervolina, with additional voices provided by Kate Pursley, Travis Reaves, Henry Benney, and Sage GC. Transcripts by Tiffany Chapman. Editing, sound design, and music by Sage GC. A very special thanks to Christian Baltazar, Matt Johnston, and all our wonderful Patreon supporters who make this show possible. Podcast directed by Sage GC. Follow 20-Sided Stories on your social platform of choice. At 20-Sided Stories, that's at 20-Sided Stories. Or join our Discord server. Links in episode description. And for artwork, merchandise, soundtracks, tabletop games, and many other buried treasures, set sail for 20sidedstories.com.